What were the first steps that you took where you thought, this actually might work?
When I signed up with Terry, actually I was tracking just my protein and my calories, which was it was easy for me, and the weight slowly decreased like every day. I have never been in a plateau, so it was very encouraging. This is working. And with good planning. Yeah.
And this was just predominantly from diet, just calories, protein.
Yeah, and at this time it was like COVID, so I worked out at home, and I didn't see any results like in a couple of months after, and I accidentally looked myself in the mirror and looked, what the hell has happened to my arms? I can see something under there. So yeah, the first thing was like the dieting, like the food intake was the first sign.
And what had to change then? So obviously tracking calories, tracking your protein intake.
Yeah.
Did you have to make any changes to your shopping and what that looked like? You mentioned earlier you were just eating what was in the home, but obviously to maybe have more of a higher protein diet, that would have changed how you shopped.
And it did. And over time I have getting a habit of pretty much buying the same things every week and do different things with it. It's chicken, it's mince and stuff, and I do that on Fridays. And I'm always meal prepping on the weekend for the whole week.
And actually, meal prepping is something a lot of people love and a lot of people hate.
I love it.
Was it something before this that you kind of did anyway for family ease? Or?
Yeah, for family ease. But, as I told you before, my son has a sensory issue with eating. So I always had to make more dishes because he never ate the same as we did. And when you have this sensory issue, you always like to eat beige food like chicken nuggets, it's like
not the most nutrient dense.
No. And when I was tired, if you go back, this is what I ate when I was tired too, because I didn't want to prep for 2, 3, 4 different meals every time.
I think there's a lot of people listening that can resonate with that, of having to cook multiple meals. And especially when you think, I'm going to start eating healthy, you do immediately think, well, I'm going to have to eat different to the rest of the family. And it feels so overwhelming, doesn't it?
It is. But I pretty much do the same dishes as I've always done, but just change some of the ingredients to lower calorie products. So pretty much the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
So actually it wasn't a whole overhaul of your diet, more like small tweaks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what about any habits that you realized were holding you back or you needed to change?
Definitely the sleeping, because, with small children, you don't get to sleep and you have always a child in your bed on yourself. So I have changed a lot in my sleeping environment, and it took me a couple of years to get my husband on the train.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah. But I usually begin work at early in the morning, so I get up around 4:30 or 5 every day. So I'm in bed at 9.
Yeah.
I am.
I don't blame you. I go to bed at 9 and I get up at 6:30.
Yeah. And I pretty much never watch TV in the weeks. If I watch TV, it's on the weekend. So I'm pretty much don't need Netflix or things like that, because I work out, I eat, I go to sleep pretty much when I work.
And when people hear that, they might think, oh, God, that sounds really boring.
It is.
But there's obviously a benefit or you wouldn't do it. So why do you feel like this shift is still so valuable and worthwhile?
Because I feel so much better physically and mentally, and I have pushed out things that doesn't matter to me, or people that doesn't matter to me, or who just took my energy instead.
Mm-hmm. I think that's really common as well, that we just do things because we just do things. And until you audit your life and say, do I actually get happiness from this? You just spend time. You just throw it away.
Yeah. You before, just like house parties, barbecues, I never do that anymore because it took too much of my energy. I rarely do it.
Did you know we have an award-winning one-on-one coaching program designed especially for women aged over 30 who want to lose between 15 and 60 pounds? Just like this podcast, our Body Smart method cuts through all the BS out there and brings together the latest weight loss science to fast-track your weight loss. So if you want to lose 15 to 60 pounds in the next 6 months, guaranteed, or you don't pay, apply at bodysmartfitness.com.